Good evening. 7 o'clock and I'm on time, which is amazing. I hope you've all had a good day. I'm really excited to share my card tonight and my inspiration. My apprentice duties have been shocking, I have to say. Hi, Donna. Let's just lengthen that up. That's better. There's Christine. Hi, Christine. Brilliant. We'll just wait for a few. I might have been early. Very surprising if I was, but I might have been a few minutes early. So, yes. We'll get a few of you on before I flip the camera, because normally I'm a little bit fast on turning the camera and getting stuck straight in, and then a few people miss the start. So we'll just give a few minutes for everyone to join and say hi. There's Sally. Hope you had a good birthday, Sally. I can actually see the comments are coming up tonight. They're behaving, which is good. There she is. And there's Brenda. And Jax. Philippa's on. Julie's not. She must be eating her tea. Ah, there we go. That keeps flipping on my screen. I'll have to be careful because I normally knock the buttons wrong. So tonight is all about the Christmas Sentiment Dies and essentially Christmas stamps, which were launched last year, but I cannot believe that the samples from this morning's live were absolutely outstanding. They blew me away. So many fabulous ideas. If you didn't catch Julie's live on here this morning, then please do go back and watch it, because the samples are amazing. And they are also on Pinterest. Now, she told me what it was. Pinterest.com /Julie Hickey Designs, I think. And yes, so they're all, there's a board for each release there. So if you're ever stuck for inspiration, that's where you need to go. Also, I can tell you that if you are after these, every single packet is with suppliers. I know how many we've sold today. It's a lot. So if you want them, I wouldn't hang around. I'm not a pressure seller. I'm just making you aware that, yeah, they're all out there. Julie hasn't got any left and they're not being repeated. So, yeah, it's really good. I'm going to flip you now and we're going to have a look at them and see what we get in the set. There's Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Oh, I've got it caught. Hang on. There we go. So, within the die set, you get 11 sentiments with their background as well. So we have got Merry Christmas, Peace on Earth, Season's Greetings, Winter, Noel, Joy and Bright. Now, if you got my previous one, or the previous one, you'll notice you can start mixing and matching the words. So you could have Merry and Bright, or Happy Christmas, or I wrote these down, Winter Wishes, or Christmas Greetings. Obviously that's on the same set, but being able to mix and match them, and Julie was absolutely, like she said this morning, about this is the beginning of a library. So every now and again you'll see a new set come out with more words that you can just personalise, and I am chuffed to bits with them because the sizing is just the perfect size for your cards. So if you haven't got yours yet, there is a list of suppliers pinned to the top of Julie's group. And that's where all the stock will be, within that list of suppliers. And when they're gone, they are gone. So that is the sentiments. I did want to show you the Essentially Christmas #1, 2 and 3. So we've got 3 sets there. The first one here being that gorgeous snow globe. And I loved the way that Jo made that into a sunset. Absolutely stunning card. By masking off the bottom and having her hills. That looked fabulous. 4 different size snowflakes. The Christmas. Now, if you bought the butterfly and dragonfly set, the dies that cut out the word dragonfly and butterfly will actually cut these Christmas ones as well. They were designed on the same piece. It was just lucky it got the same amount of letters in. And then we've got a selection of different trees here with a lovely verse. We've got the nice big stag, couple of stars, and then this little one here. Now, my demo today is all about using tiny stamps. So I'm going to be using this one here, this duo of stars, and then I'm going to use one of these sentiments, depending on which one I go for. But then I will be using my die cuts as well. So whichever one of these I go for, I'll marry it up with a big die cut version. So they are the 3 essentials. Now also I can let you know that there are vertical sentiments. I haven't got them here. And the profile dies also haven't got them here. But if you watch the live back, you'll see those. And I've got a couple of samples that I wanted to show you using these stamp sets. So that was before my sentiments came in. 3 of my favourites. Okay, so we've got this one here. I love this because I love the way that we've got like snowflakes in the background using those lovely pine branches. We've got the stags and then the decorations. And this is raised. I actually did run this one as a workshop last year, and the ladies did it in all different colours. It looked fabulous. And then this one I did in conjunction with the square medley die set. You can also use the circle medley die set, but just using the snowflakes to make a fabulous background. Then we've got that lovely snow globe in there. But now, of course, if I made that again today, I would do it exactly the same, but then I would put my die cut elements in there. Or maybe, because I've got Christmas there, I could just put a Merry in. That would work. And then I've got this one building up a lovely background. And then this was from my first Nature's Dream collection with Studio Light. We've actually got a new Polaroid frame which would look amazing on there, so we could definitely make something like that. Christmas every day with all these deliveries. It is, Sandy. You want to be where I was today. Box after box after box. And then this one, this is using a no line ink pad, so it makes you look like the artist. These are just gently pencil stroked with some delicate stamping in the background. So another really useful way of using the stamp sets. But for more inspiration on the Essentially Christmas stamps, do go on over to Pinterest. So, for tonight, this is what we're going to be making. We're going to make a lovely, subtle background, these beautiful baubles, and then we've got that lovely verse inside as well. So this one, the colour I used was actually a water reactive ink pad from the Studio Light range in a purple. Well, I thought for this sample I would do, this is like, well, you'll see it. It's a bluey colour. And I'm going to make it from scratch because I think that is the most fun. And then if anybody wants to kind of make along with me, they can. Or if they want to watch it back, they've got a little mini workshop, haven't they? So first off, I'll start with my trimmer. and an A4 sheet of card. I'm just checking I'm in a good position. Thank you, Tracy. And I'm going to cut this off at 15 centimetres. And then I am going to score it at 15. That's my card blank. Okay. And then I'll take another little piece and I'm going to cut a 14 centimetre square. There we go. So that will be my topper. And then I've got this piece here to cut my little circles from and my sentiments. Oops, that one's flying. So I'm going to bring my board in and have a look. I did pull the die out that I wanted to use, but I'll show you exactly the set that it's from. It is from the Dinky Circles. I love these sets. I'm never going to get that off there now because my nails. Okay, pick that back up. There we go. So we'll have that little die on there first, and we will pick out our dies. So we're going to have, so I've done Season's Greetings on that one. I think we'll have Merry Christmas. No, we're not going to do Merry, we're going to do Happy, purely because that way I'm using across both sets. And some people like Happy and some people like Merry. So I might as well put these all on here together. Right, will I fit? Let's see if I can squidge it in a bit more. I just want to be able to cut another circle out of here in a minute. So let's layer that up and cut that through my machine. I'm just going to bring it a bit closer. There we go. So I'm going to need one ink colour. I love making one colour cards. And I need a pad. So I've got my circle. I am actually going to... So be careful that you don't lose your dot. I'm going to be really careful with this, and I'm going to pop it down there so I know exactly where it is. Okay, so we have got a dot. Can you actually see that? Yeah. Happy Christmas dot, and then those two bits. And then what I'm going to do is, where did I put the Christmas? That one on there, that one on there. I'm just going to run that through again because I want 2 for the card. I mean, you could go for a bigger card and maybe add 3 on there if you wanted. Okay. Get rid of them bits out of the way. We don't need that. And I found myself a super tiny little block. I'll probably regret it, but I thought it would be quite handy. There's another circle, and now I quite often will drop the dies down so that these bits pop out. It won't damage your dies, but what it also does is it doesn't distort the very delicate shape that's coming out of it. You have got release holes, but I feel like when I pull it, it might distort the shape, and I like to keep them as solid, is that the right word? Maybe. Pop that in there, because that would be organised. Oh, look at the difference in size, actually, between the large profile dies and then the new ones. Cute. Right. Pop that one up there. So, I think we will start with these bits. So I'm going to use that little cluster. There's 3 stars on here with some little speckles, little kind of painty splats, like so. And I'm going to bring this in just to show you. It's almost like, oh, look at that. This is the effect that I'm going to be doing. But look how it just, I'm going to bring it closer. It's just so nice. And I'm going to bring you down a little bit so that you can get a good view. Oops, didn't mean to go that fast. So when I'm doing the circle, what I'm going to do, I'm going to decide which way round I want that. In fact, I'm going to hold it where my fingers are. And I'm going to stamp one at the top, one at the bottom, one at the side. I'm just doing a clock face. And I'm not spending a lot of time on it. And then I'm going to fill in them gaps, all with first generation. And then once I've got that circle all the way around, because at first I thought, oh, I like that as a ring. Then I just fill it in. It's quite good fun, actually. Very therapeutic. And very effective. So it's like a super twinkly bauble. Would look brilliant if it was like heat embossed in a clear as well. Right, so we've got that gorgeous effect on there. Now, I don't know why, but all of my notifications, I use that tiny die. Thank you. Just had them done today. These are my holiday nails. Ready to hold my cocktails. Then I'm going to ink around the outside. Like so. And then we will have just a little misty on there of water. There we go. So now that gives us our twinkly bauble. And I'm going to go ahead and do that again. So get my fingers on my little block, top, bottom, I know we always say take the ink to the stamp, but when you're doing something like this, you really do need to just go in and out. I must admit, I don't think I've got it as comfortably held on this one. I'm going to hold it with the other ones. Do you know what? The more you think of it, think about what you're doing, the harder it gets. So some I'm doing just first and going back in, but then it's good to get the rest of the ink off because it kind of just fills in the gaps. There we go. The reason I chose this card, because I thought, you know, like we have lots of, well, a lot of us have to make a lot of Christmas cards. And I feel like this is a really, really good one to batch make because we've all got lots of different coloured inks. And when I finished and I put them next to each other and you see them together, I just think they would look fabulous, just made in an array of different colours. Okay, bit of water, spritz that and clean up. Okay, so there are my 2 baubles, which I love. Look what happens once you pop that ring around there, it just really pops them out. So I thought I'm absolutely going to use the outside edges as well. So then I thought, right, I need something for the background. Let's build ourselves something. And I wanted to keep it quite subtle because I want the baubles to be the proper focal point. So with what ink I've got left on my dome, I'm just going to go, this is so gentle, and ink this round and round. It doesn't matter if you get a darker blob in the middle, but I'm just gonna, like so, and then take a little bit of ink and kiss the edges, just so that when I mat it onto my white card, it pops from the background. There we go. So we've got an edge. And then we're going to need a bit of a mist of water. That will also knock the colour back a little bit more as well. There we go. So we've got that kind of effect. And then we can start and look at something to build the background up. So I'm going to use this beautiful large snowflake. This is the one from the Snow Globe set. I'm also going to use the little duo of stars. And what did I say I was doing? I've cut them, haven't I? Happy Christmas. From the set that's got the trees in, we've got 3 little sentiments as well. I am going to get Happy Christmas. And I'm going to put that on this block. Like so. And I'm also going to have a piece of card at the side of me, because when I stamp onto here, I just want it so subtle. So if I ink up, take off the first, that's first, second, third, fourth. Okay, I don't want this one, maybe not even this one, probably the last 2. So ink up, stamp twice, and then stamp down. And then I'm going to do the same. 1, 2. And I like to go off the page as well. I'm going to just put a little bit there. And then here. And slightly lower there. Okay, so we've got some snowflakes. We'll start off with that. I can always add more in. And then I'm going to bring in the Happy Christmas. So for this one, it should be, yeah, the second generation on that should be absolutely fine. So first, I'm going to have one there. I have one there. And one there. Maybe a bit down there. I like to have just a little bit of portion of it so that it can be kind of poking out from underneath the baubles. And then we'll do the same with the little stars. Huh. I can't line that back up, but it's fine. I'm gonna get away with it. Don't tell anyone. We'll have a little bit there and a little bit up there. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm going to step away from the stars. Okay, I'm ready to, actually, before I do anything else, I'm just going to lay these down and see if I've got enough of the bits. You see, yeah, I feel like I want a little bit of a something there. So I'm actually going to, it is only a little bit of a something, but it will make all the difference. It's just, you see, just, yeah, like that. Okay, so that's where I want my baubles. It's all a load of baubles. I'm going to layer this on. No, I'm not. No, I'm going to layer it onto here first. So let me get my glue. And I want one higher than the other. So this one is going to go around about there. And if I'm quick enough with this one, I'm going to have enough time to move them into a different position if I want to. I'm happy. That's where it's going. So, oh, Hazel. We'll do this one first. See, I'm getting excited, look. So once I've stuck that on, I'm going to take my glue and just glue, follow the circle around and put your nozzle up against it. I really didn't make a good job of that, but it's fine. And then this will just sit on the top. Like so. So now that bounces off because we've got the white against that inky background. And then we can do the second one. So at first I was going to raise these, but then I thought, no, it's going to be hard then for me to pop this piece around. So I've decided to go flat. And of course it's cheaper for posting, if you need to post them. There we go. And again, that same little trick. Just follow the circle round. And then that should just pop into place as well. There we go. Now, I have got a little bit of card here. So I'm just going to cut myself a skinny little... that's wonky. I want a straight one. So I'll get that off the way. Right, we'll start again. I want a nice skinny... yes, that's exactly what I want. It's about 2.5 mil. This is going to be for the little stems that come down here. So I'm going to glue this on. And I'm going to position and stick and snip. And then I'll repeat that for the long... what side am I on? Do it on this side. For the longer one. So this one's going to go slightly over that one. And we'll snip that one off. That looks wonky to me, but I might be able to move it. There we go. Right. So now let's have a look at our sentiments. Just take them little bits out. So first of all, I want the Christmas and the happy and the dot. And I'm just going to ink up and pound that down. I'm not trying to blend it, just a pounding, because it applies the ink quite evenly. And it, again, it doesn't pull your sentiments out of shape. Lid. There we go. And then I won't lose my pin. If we get our background, and then get our little dot. So there's our Christmas. And our happy. There we go. Right, so first things first, we'll just spritz that, get it a bit tidy. And then we can bring in, thank you, Leslie. I do really like this. It's the first time I've had like different patterns, or what do you call them? Frenchy kind of French effects. I mean, of course, I just left Paul to all the work while I went and got my nails done, and then did a bit of dog sitting. When I got back to the shop, he was looking a bit stressed. So this is going to go directly onto here. So I'm going to add that on. I haven't checked to see. Oh, hang on. I've missed lots of things. That's so clever, stamping the stars like that. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Julie. How are... Oh, I'm not going to try and read that while I'm trying to glue my card. I will have a look at all of the comments when I've finished. But I know Julie and Philip are on. So if there's any questions, I know that they will answer. And Tracy's on as well. Okay, so give that a nice firm press. I just love that. And then, I didn't even check to make sure these fit, but actually, they do perfectly. How cute is that? So this, I can... Shall I? Go on, Hazel, be a rebel. I'm just going to get some different scissors because I don't want to stick up my good ones. I am going to use some foam tape on here to raise this up. Actually, my foam strips would have been better, but this is what's to hand. And then we will stick this down. Get them both off ready. What I tend to do is stick the bottom one first because it's the longest. So get that in position. And then me happy. I mean, I could go in there. Now, me being me, I would panic if I had to tie a bow in front of you all. So I have done a couple of bows. Ta-da! So for this card, oh, this one's just fell off. That's rude. Stick it back on. For this one, my mum and dad came and they were waiting downstairs for me. So I ran down with some ribbon and I gave my dad 2 knives to hold up so that I could wrap it around and do it. And then when I came back up here, I found in my drawer one of these little contraptions that you can wrap it around. It's been in there for years. What's this? 8 mil. That'll be fine. So I'm going to go for some... I mean, I get in such a mess with these things. Some glue dots. There's one. He can stick on there. And then I really am in a mess with them. You see this one, the tails are going They just are. They as they are. What? That's not English. They is as they... No, that's still not. Stop, Hazel. It's on there. Pop that little bow on there. There we go. There we bow. So there we go. We've got our 2 different colours. Let me just raise you up a little bit. There we go. 2 colours next to each other, but really quick, easy and effective cards to make with 3 little stamps out of the sets. I'm going to, as I've stood up, I'm going to go back over the comments and see what you've... I can't... Oh, thank you. What did you say? Julie? You said, I can't you tie a ribbon. Did you mean, why can't you? Because I panic. I mean, if you want to laugh, I'll do it just for the laugh. That's fine. Right. Julie, this is for you. I've got to find the ribbon first. Ribbon. So I needed 2 sticks and I'm not going to have them. So sometimes I'll make my bunny ears and tie them, but these are double ribbons. And please don't ask me where you can get these from, because I couldn't tell you. That it's years old. So I got a piece, and you can do them on 4. You can do them on your... I'm doing it on my finger. So you do this. All right? I don't think I can do it on these 2. That's it. So you go through there and round, through there and round, and then this bit has to go through there, round the top, and tie with that. But you've got to do it one-handed. Okay? And that's why I didn't want to do it on air, because I might not be able to do it with... Actually, I think I will be able to. I just had to use my teeth to pull it. Okay. It's coming. I've definitely done it. The only thing I have done is done it so tight I can't get it off my fingers. Come on, Hazel, show them the bow. Ta-da! Double bow. I can do it. Right. Did you like that, Julie? That was specially for you. It's stuck now. Yes, it was. Right. I'm going to spin you. There we go. So there's a lot more of you now than there was at the start. So I just go over the main details, which was all of the stock is with the suppliers. So don't hang around too long if you definitely want these. And if you want to see any of the inspiration from this morning's fabulous cards from the design team, I know that there's going to be a few, I'm sure I heard Judy say there was going to be a few lives. I think Tracy's doing one on Monday, and I'm sure I heard Jo Shannon say she was doing one. Maybe Joe Street. And then there's going to be an event, which I don't know if I meant to say about, but there is. Watch out in November for a Christmas event. Lots of inspiration for you. So all stockists are pinned to the top of the page, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I love them. I hope you do too. And I'll see you all again soon. Thank you so much for joining. From Julie and myself, it's been a lovely day. Thank you. What's that say? You need to be quick to get the quick. Yes, you do. See ya. Bye.